So Ian, we just went to see Evil Dead, the new one. What are your views on it?
As a remake, I'm still not quite sure.
I'm the same.
But
I mean, it's entertaining.
it's entertaining, quite visceral as well in places. But if it wasn't a remake and a standalone film, it's actually quite a good slasher movie.
Yeah, it's just got the name Evil Dead attached to it.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Going to be looking at Within the Woods now, a prototype to the Evil Dead films. Came out in 1978, and Robert Tabbert, Sam Raimi and Bruce Campbell were still in uni, I believe, at this time, also making shorts, comedy shorts, but this was a horror film. Within the Woods, like I said, was released in 1978 to try and get investors on board so they could actually make the Evil Dead as we know and love these days. It's a grainy film. It's aged, hasn't it?
It's not aged well, John, to be honest.
That's fair enough. But the quality of the film is downgraded a lot over the years and can be seen on YouTube. It's got basically Bruce Campbell in a reverse role, as him actually playing the monster in this, the possessed demon in this, and it also stars his on-screen girlfriend of the woman that played Cheryl in Evil Dead, the original Evil Dead as we know it, which came some years later. And it also stars Scott from it, as well as some unknown actresses that were on board for the ride. And basically this is a half-hour horror fest and features some quite gory special effects, almost video nasty like, would you say?
It's got that very early video nasty feel.
Yeah, late 70s, early 80s sort of thing. It was a fun thing, and as a prototype I kind of respect this because they had to get the investors on board for the upcoming Evil Dead and everything. And for them to do that, this short film had to be made so to get investors from these companies, and so they could get the money, raise the money for the more higher budgeted Evil Dead. But this was made probably with like a lot of love and definitely on a lower budget, weren't it, John?
Yeah.
Did you have any favourite parts in this?
Not really. It's just the film kind of gets better as it goes along.
Yeah. That's a good point actually, and there are prototypes where scenes in this that actually went in to be inspired by, making into Evil Dead 2, when, I won't give too much away, when one of the characters gets stabbed and trapped in the door with the monster in pursuit sort of thing, played by Bruce Campbell. Bruce Campbell, of course, is a legend. Ash vs Evil Dead, Army of Darkness, Evil Dead 2, Briscoe County Jr., as well as other things that which he'd go on to do over the years, etc, etc. This film itself I thought it was quite entertaining. The grain might put people off because of the VHS quality of it sort of thing, but you can be seen on YouTube, this can be, and I enjoyed it for what it was.
Yeah, I mean the thing about this film is you can really see the potential for where it could be taken, and obviously that potential has been realised in the Evil Dead films.
Yeah, definitely. So hats off to Sam Raimi for that. And I enjoyed it. I'd probably give it about 2.5 in all fairness. What rate would you give it out of 5?
Well, I mean, I'd probably give it a 2.5, but to be honest, if you're a big Evil Dead fan, then that'd probably rise to about a 4, because you can sort of see the beginnings of the Evil Dead trilogy.
Yeah.
So, you know, if you're a fan of the Evil Dead, you really do want to watch this film.
Yeah, check it out if you're definitely a fan of the Evil Dead, and enjoy at your own risk, basically, at your own entertainment sort of thing. And yeah, Within the Woods, 1978, fun, quirky, bit dated, but it's got Bruce Campbell in it, in a reverse role where he plays the monster in this basically, and Cheryl, I'll call her Cheryl, plays the love interest, and she's basically the heroine in this, all this. So enjoy.
Join us.
Groovy. Let's have a look at some Bruce Campbell bits now, some videos I put together, some old, just recycled stuff basically, but fun stuff for this Halloween, showcasing some Bruce Campbell bits and pieces, including an autograph, The Adventures of Briscoe County Jr., and a mini review by Scottish Geeks of Evil Dead number 2.
Groovy.
Bruce Campbell, horror TV legend, film actor, character actor sort of thing, but altogether a legend in the horror field and on the convention scene. Bruce Campbell first got his start off with the likes of Sam Raimi, in the likes of the Evil Dead trilogy from the early 80s, which stemmed to about 93.
Hi there, Mr. Shelton TV here, and I'll get right on with this. Basically, this is 2 postcards from the man himself, Bruce Campbell. He sent me his autograph in 1996 for the first postcard, asking how he was doing all over there in England. I sent him an email and he sent me a reply. He actually sent me the postcard in 1996 with his picture on it. And then in 1997, so I'm just covering the address up there. In 1997 he sent, "Hey Jonathan, best in 97 in the new year." So he sent me 2 postcards basically the same. I don't think he does this anymore. I don't think he sends autographs out on requests anymore, but these were in a day where things were a lot cheaper as well, and these didn't cost me anything whatsoever apart from just sending a quick email and just talking to Bruce Campbell online. And he was really good to do that. And you know, Bruce Campbell we know off the Evil Dead series and Burn Notice and Briscoe County Jr. He was in Xena and Hercules. He played the Prince of Thieves. Bruce Campbell was always good like that. But as far as I know now, like I said before, I don't think he does all that much free autograph giving and everything like that, because there are too many requests. But it was really good for him to get these to me in the mid to late 90s. 1996 first card he sent to me, the postcard. 1997 he sent me another one just out of goodness of his heart in the new year. Really cool stuff. Thank you, Bruce Campbell. I wish you just all the best. I know you've got your success, my friend. And yeah, I used to speak to him about Sam Raimi and used to talk to him about just things in general. What's Sam up to? Would he direct certain films and would he star in them? And he always used to reply, "Yep, if Sam Raimi directed such and such film, I'd definitely star in it." Like he did with the Spider-Man films and Darkman, having cameos and everything. But it was good. He was a really cool guy, and he really got a nice guy to know, and very cool indeed. And for him to do this, send me his 2 postcards instead of not even 1 postcard, is really cool. And for him to do that was really good. So this is just my Bruce Campbell autograph, which I've had since 1996, 1997. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Show off your autographs and collections if you've got some yourselves of anyone famous or anybody you met or might known of. It'd be really cool. Mr. Shelton TV signing out.
Again, yes. Did you expect me back so quickly? I'm going to be talking about The Evil Dead 2. Dead by Dawn. The Evil Dead 2 was the first of the franchise I actually saw at a very young age, and yes, it wasn't strictly legal for me to see it at that point in time, but hey, we were all young once. So yes, Evil Dead 2 introduced me to the character of Ash Williams. Bruce Campbell, who I have always admired as an actor ever since then, purely for his physical feats of comedy and ineptitude, but all part of the character. The Evil Dead 2 Dead by Dawn was one of those rare horror movies back in the day that actually managed to combine comedy and horror on purpose and do it well. And do it so well to the point where you wanted more. And that has never been more true about a movie since then, because The Evil Dead has such a fantastic following of fans all over the world. And there is nobody else that could play Ash than Bruce Campbell. And I hope at some point he continues to do so, even though he says he's so-called retired. But anyway, about the film. The film is hilarious. It stars Bruce Campbell, as I said, as Ashley Williams, this inept nutter of a guy who just goes ahead and reads from the Book of the Dead, brings forth all manner of evil to the world, and somehow still doesn't think it's his fault, and is one of the only heroes I have ever seen who can actually physically punch a monster in the face multiple times and be so stupid yet so inventive. He is a genius idiot. That is the best way I could do it. And really, I can't say too much about this movie other than if you get the chance to see it, watch it and watch it and watch it. There is so much to see in this movie, so go check it out now. Stop listening to me, seriously. Person editing this, end it now. Seriously, make them go now.